All right, guys. So we got the records back from Georgia Post, on an officer named Kevin Dingle. He now serves as the chief of police for the Department of Public Safety at the Morehouse School of Medicine in Atlanta. And he decided he wanted to go on TikTok and rant about how not all cops are bad, how sick he is of people painting him in a bad light. So I had empathy for that. I was like, I want to see more good cops, good integrity, high honor police officers, and then those be highlighted. So, well, let's check him out and see if this is a good cop, because that's what we do. So we sent in for his certification records and pulled his full file. And apparently, in 2005, Chief Kelvin Dingle, was accused of stealing $700 to $800 during a investigation on stolen property. So, in that accusation, it looks sustained. He had his certification revoked after the council looked at it. He refused to take a polygraph test, according to GA Post, when he saw it was a criminal investigation and not an administrative investigation. He did a lot of things that seemed very suspicious. The money was found outside in an area that there were witnesses that said they saw him go. And he appealed the revocation of the certificate, and there was an administrative review that reinstated it, or at least that's what GA Post is telling me. I talked to Kevin Dingle, and well, I'll let you hear what he has to say about the matter. But first, let's watch the video and see the viral video that got our attention. Here we go.
I am so tired. I wake up every morning and kiss my family goodbye, knowing that there's a possibility I won't come home. I am tired of every time I wake up in the morning, there's someone else polarizing the fact that maybe law enforcement is just not a good thing. All of us are not bad. I am not as they are. Most of us are not. There are bad people in every career. I'm so tired.
Oh, in the case.
Chief Dingle.
Hi, Chief Dingle. My name is John Ryan. I'm with Audit Archives, where I'm a data analyst that basically does a lot of fact checking for major media outlets and things like that. How are you doing today?
All right.
It's good to hear. So obviously, you know probably why I called you. You got a TikTok video that went viral, and you expressed that you were hoping to solve the divide between the public and the police, right? If I understand that right?
That's correct.
And I appreciate that's what we're out to do too. So when the TikTok video went viral, several media outlets wrote stories concerning you're reaching out to the community, and I empathize with that. Mal, I did check your record, to make sure that you had your integrity was high. If somebody is saying the police have good integrity and we should trust them, then we would we want to make sure their integrity is high. Now, I have a question concerning my findings. If you have a second.
Okay, what can I help? Okay, that's fine. Go ahead.
No problem. So back in 2005, you were with your lieutenant on a call where there was $700-800 missing out of a cash drawer during the investigation on a theft. Are you familiar with what I'm talking about?
Yes, I am.
All right. And so in the case notes, the summary of the case, it says that you were there, you were investigating that, you were with your lieutenant. I think, if I understand this right, you were with your lieutenant at the time that the investigation was happening. Am I right there?
A lieutenant? No, that's wrong.
I'm reading the case. I'm reading the case summary of the case itself. I think this might have been what went to internal affairs. Lieutenant was the one that investigated it. All right, so all right, I don't want to get any of the actors wrong here is why I'm being, but the questions I have are one, in this case there was $700-800 missing, and then it was found between the air conditioner and the exterior wall of the building. One of the facts in the case was that there was let me go up here. It says that the money was photographed and returned to the drawer. And it says that like a fact, but it doesn't say how that fact was established. And then your testimony was that when you opened the drawer, you didn't see the money there, which lends to the belief that maybe it was taken before you opened the drawer. Is how I'm reading this. And then now the question I have is, there's a juvenile. It says that he saw you, or he or she saw you go to the side of the building. Did you go to the side of the building?
Okay, the side of what building? You confused me. I'm not.
Oh, okay. I'll catch you. I'm sorry. I don't want to confuse you. I'm so sorry. The case summary says the officer is multi-certified, and he's talking about you. And it says the officer was terminated on 9/9/05 for guilty actions, which amount to insubordination or disgraceful conduct. On 9/1/05 at approximately 1900 hours, the IA commander was contacted by the CID commander, stated we have a problem. The CID commander stated several detectives and uniformed officers were at a location executing a search warrant in reference to recovering stolen property. During the search, a quantity of cash between $700 and $800 was located in a drawer. The money was counted, photographed, and returned to the drawer. During a second search, the money was missing from the drawer and could not be located. At approximately 2155 hours, a lieutenant contacted the IA commander and advised the money had been found. The commander asked the lieutenant, did one of his officers voluntarily return the money or admit to taking it? The lieutenant said no. He stated the money was found between the exterior portion of a house and an air conditioner unit at a possible theft victim's residence. The detective and this officer, detective in training, which would be you, were sent to interview the possible theft victim at the house because her social security card was found during the search. The detective and this officer were en route to the interview the possible theft victim when they received a call stating the money was missing. The detective stated the officer asked him, meaning you, asked him to stop at a food store so he could get a drink. That's a little odd, but that's an opinion. The detective said no, they needed to get to the location as instructed. The detective stated upon arrival at the location, this officer went to the side of the house out of his view and was knocking on the front door. The detective asked this officer why he or she went to the side of the house, and he or she, meaning you, so he, could not give a legitimate reason. The IA commander reviewed all statements taken during the criminal internal investigation on the missing money and noted the following. This officer searched the room where the money was found, and his or her partner knew nothing about him being in the room. This officer was out of his or her partner's sight while he got the address of the possible theft victim. This officer asked his or her partner to stop him to get a drink as soon as they were notified the money was missing. The officer walked to the side of the house where the money was found for no reason. I don't know if he could say it's no reason, but they went to the location to make contact with a possible theft victim, and there was no reason, I don't like the term, I'm sorry, for the officer to do anything other than stand at the front door. Further investigation revealed a juvenile witness witnessed this officer walking on the side of the house toward the back door of the house where the money was found. So, and there's a little bit more of this. And then you refused a polygraph when you found out it was criminal and not administrative. And then at the end, the finding was of guilt, and they revoked your certification, but you appealed, and they administratively reversed that decision. So when I see an administrative reversal and a whole lot of facts that lend to the plausibility that you took the money until you got caught and then you just hid it on the exterior of the wall of the house, and you would have hid it anywhere had you gotten a chance to stop and get a drink or something just to keep from getting caught stealing the money. That's what the layman would see on a surface level, obviously, and that's probably what I'm sure that's what the accusation is. And the IA pretty much sustained the accusation, and you got your certification back from an administrative appeal. Do you have any comment on that?
Okay, first of all, your story is not true.
Okay, I'm just reading.
I didn't get I didn't get nothing back administrative. It was never revoked.
Oh, Jill. I'm sorry.
I don't know what you're reading.
Post told me that. Jill, I'll tell you. I don't want you to be mistaken. I got that information from Jill Perry. I think it's Jill Dallin now, who is the records custodian.
Well, I don't know how. Okay, I don't know. Well, she gave you a false one.
It says. Okay, I'll tell you. It says council originally.
Tell me.
Council originally voted.
How can I help you with this? I didn't know what.
Yeah. You painted yourself as a good cop, and I like to hear stories of good cops. And you painted yourself to the national media as a good cop.
All, listen, stop.
Yeah.
Okay, stop.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure who you are, what you're looking at.
I told you I was. I'm John Ryan with Audit Archives.
Okay, that doesn't matter.
I thought you seemed like it did matter. You just asked me you weren't you where I was. And I just told you what I'm looking at is a record.
Hey, John, listen, John.
Yeah.
John. Listen. First of all, you're calling the police department. I'm a chief of police here.
Sir.
Do not call me about personal information. Your information is wrong. So I don't care who you got it from or what you got.
Okay.
You're wrong. And that's my official statement. You're wrong. So whatever it is that you're bidding for, then
I'm not bidding for anything. I'm just trying to gather data on a fact checker. So I mean, I don't know why you would attack me.
Anything.
I don't know why you would attack me. I'm telling you exactly where I'm getting the data from, and I'm asking you for your because, sir, I didn't go in front of the cameras.
I just told you that your facts are wrong.
The facts are wrong.
Whatever you want to do beyond that fact, whatever you want to do beyond that point, that is totally up to you.
I mean, I get it. You refuse to take a polygraph too, and you're refusing to make any kind of real statement on that.
That's not true either. See, if you got your stories correct, you would know that that's not true either.
Well, I'll tell you, it was signed off of.
If you got your stories correct from Post, because Post is the one that gave it to me. So see, you don't know what you're talking about.
I'm talking to Post.
What I need for you to do, I don't care who you're talking to.
Okay.
I'm telling you what happened. So
please do. I'm asking you.
You don't need to ask me because I don't have to prove or I don't have to.
You are 100% right. You don't have to prove anything.
So why are you calling me? That's what I need to know. Why are you calling me?
You went into the public and described yourself as a good cop. I am fact checking whether you are truly a good integrity person, and I saw something that looked like a lack of integrity. So I'm asking you for your statement on it.
But that's what you saw and didn't know. You don't know what you saw.
That's what I'm asking you.
You only know what you read. That's the problem.
I'm asking you.
That's your problem. Your problem. And I just told you that whatever you saw, you're getting incorrect information. Now, if you want to say, well, okay, well, they whatever it is, and he's telling me, I'm telling you that the story that you told,
Yeah.
But the findings
it's not a story. It's a case summary.
Incorrect.
It's a case summary.
Correct.
It's a case summary, sir, not a story.
So you obviously don't have the full case summary from Post then.
Oh well, I have it. Please. I'm not trying to cut you off. I'm trying to let you talk. I literally.
I don't need to talk. I'm only being courteous because that's just who I am. But the truth of the matter is that I don't need to talk to you about anything, and you shouldn't have called me. And I'm telling you now, whatever it is that you're doing.
And you don't know the disconnect between law enforcement and public. Then you do, and you still don't see the disconnect between the public and those that are. You hung up, didn't you? Yeah, sure you did.